Hey everyone, this is Wumbo, and today we're talking about Outriders for a change. In this video, I'll be explaining the ups and downs of a brand new game on the market, if the bugs and glitches are really worth the $60 on Steam, and overall if the game is worth your time. But before we get started, I'm just going to ask you to playlist, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, then set it to all. I don't upload a crazy bunch on YouTube, so I won't be blowing up your inbox, and if you decide later that you don't really care, you can go ahead and uncheck the bell, or just unsubscribe completely. It's up to you. Now, back to the video. So, Outriders is a new game on the market that a fair amount of creators are looking at and playing on their channels. A great amount of the Destiny community, including me, has moved partially over to Outriders purely out of curiosity. It's a great game that just fills that hole, that need for a rewarding and punishing structure. And a huge emphasis on the punishment structure. If you're not constantly upgrading and changing your gear from mission to mission, you will have a huge punishment on your damage output and the damage you receive. Not to mention playstyles. There are missions where you're always forced to change up your playstyle from where the enemies can spawn and how many of the big guys with shotguns that rush you spawn in. But all that aside, let's first discuss the ups and downs of a new big title on Steam, or just the market in general considering this game is also on console. The first and most important thing is connection. I've only ran into a connection issue once with this game, and that was because the servers were under maintenance to try and fix some bugs. So connection-wise, at least for me, there's no problem. However, something I can 100% say is true is the constant crashing. If you play this game for more than an hour and a half, for the love of God, don't talk to any NPCs. So far, the only fix I found is to restart my computer, because once it crashes, it freezes the game on my screen, and I can't open up any other applications. Though, luckily, I can tab out to restart my computer. Sometimes you get lucky and the game will close and you just get a crash log. I'm completely unsure as to why the game crashes, but it does, and I as a player can only hope it gets fixed. Another downside is probably the HUD glitch. When I first launched the game, I was very confused as to where to go, and if the game was supposed to be like that. The fix I found was just to go back to the lobby and relaunch the world, which is fairly simple, but at the same time, simple bugs like that can make first impressions on players very, very bad. First impressions aren't just for social situations, they go for everything, including video games. I was considering refunding the game and just grabbing some silver for Destiny, but I trudged through the mud and I wasn't disappointed. Now for the real simple section of the video, are the bugs and glitches worth the $60? And my answer keeps switching between yes and no. It's that same love and hate relationship you get with any video game. It's just that Outriders does a very good job of making my feelings for the game fluctuate constantly. When the game itself works like intended, it's one of the best games I've ever played, but from the bugs, glitches, server issues, and FPS stutters, I'm honestly not sure if this is the game for you. And before you say, just get a better PC, to the FPS stutters, it's with everyone. A huge lag spike out of nowhere. Even big creators talk about this bug. However, if you're like me and you get through these issues by blasting Spotify and simply by just not having anger issues, yeah, this game is perfect. And now to the last section of this video. Is the game overall worth your time? Well, let's talk for a moment. The story is very cliche, the characters curse just to curse in every possible scene, bugs, glitches, invisible walls, and then there's great and satisfying gameplay, tons and tons of loot, many options and builds to make your gameplay as amazing as possible, an extremely unique and cool healing mechanic, and the soundtrack can easily be fallen in love with. So, with all things said and done, I personally feel that yes, this game is very worth it. I'm sure that with enough time, these unbearable problems will be fixed and they will add new content to make the game even better. Everyone has to remember that the game is very new and there are going to be obvious issues. Try and be a little forgiving to their devs because not everything will be perfect on launch. The loot structure is amazing, and when playing this game, I can't help but feel fulfilled. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you everyone for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. You don't have to do any of those things, but I'm asking you, so please. Alright, thanks once again, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.